No notice is taken of a little evil, but when it increases it strikes the eye. No one would choose a friendless existence on condition of having all the other things in the world. Obstinate people can be divided into the opinionated, the ignorant, and the boorish. Of all the varieties of virtues, liberalism is the most beloved. Perfect friendship is the friendship of men who are good and alike in excellence, for these wish well alike to each other qua good, and they are good in themselves. Piety requires us to honor truth above our friends. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Poetry demands a man with a special gift for it, or else one with a touch of madness in him. Poetry is finer and more philosophical than history, for poetry expresses the universal, and history only the particular. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. Republics decline into democracies, and democracies degenerate into despotism. Something is infinite if, taking it quantity by quantity, we can always take something outside. Teenagers these days are out of control. They eat like pigs, they are disrespectful of adults, they interrupt and contradict their parents, and they terrorize their teachers. The actuality of thought is life. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. The beauty of the soul shines out when a man bears with composure one heavy mischance after another, not because he does not feel them, but because he is a man of high and heroic temper. The difference between a learned man and an ignorant one is the same as that between a living man and a corpse. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. The gods too are fond of a joke. The greatest thing by far is to be a master of metaphor. It is the one thing that cannot be learned from others, and it is also a sign of genius, since a good metaphor implies an intuitive perception of the similarity of the dissimilar. The happy life is regarded as a life in conformity with virtue. It is a life which involves effort and is not spent in amusement. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold.